Beatstars.com. 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 Beatstars.com.
Yo, Elay.
That's Kelly. Let's go. That's hella.
Now this hand it just won't do. Trying to make it through to the other side. I made it easy. Now this hand it just won't do. Trying to make it through to the other side.
Yeah, they got it bumping.
I made it.
Oh, my bad. My mic was muted. Yeah, so we start at the same time always. So anytime we promote this, anytime we promote these sessions, we say 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you need help translating that to your time zone, I find just Googling 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in whatever time zone I'm in. So I'm in Central Standard Time. So I just Google 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in CST. So if you're in Pacific Standard Time, you would just Google 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in PST. So that's always what it is for us. So I don't know what the confusion is, but on my end, I've never not included the EST. So I don't know. Anyway, let's get right into it because we got Othello in here, and Gem Drop Beats is ready for the gem. What's going down, sir? How are you feeling?
Yo, what's up, bro? You can hear me?
Yes, sir.
What's good? What's good, everybody?
Appreciate you coming back for a second time.
Oh, yeah, of course.
I forgot one quick announcement. So obviously we're going to talk about social media here a lot. Beatstars is holding social media master classes. I've seen them do this before, but there's one that's coming up. So if you want to discuss using social media in a way that feels organic, finding your audience, growing your business, this is the masterclass you'll want to attend. It goes down October 27th. So you have time to sign up. Just sign up in the link. Shout out to Marcus. He just posted the link in the chat. And now let's get into a whole bunch of stuff, including social media, with Othello, who we're lucky to have back for a second time. Hey, right off top, congratulations on another plaque. You just went gold off of Lil Tjay's album "Destined to Win."
Oh yeah, thank you, bro. I forgot. I was like, wait, which one? But
You
yeah,
for-
that's fine.
well, which ones am I forgetting? Since the last time we spoke, because it's been about a year. What other plaques did you get over the last year?
To be honest, like I really don't even be paying attention to it like that. Like I literally just be like focused on just like working and just trying to elevate. But I would assume like the Pop Smoke has went gold already. It actually did. I didn't order any of these plaques. I needed to order them. I was actually telling my friend like I want to start putting them in my room because it'll be fire. So yeah, I got to get on top of it and order these plaques.
Yeah, especially now that you're a streamer, it just looks cool in the background, if nothing else.
For
Um,
real.
I just ordered
That's a
another
good
one. So
idea.
like you can't even see the damn background. I gotta move my camera around. But that
I
empty
can't.
ass
I
wall.
think I see like an ASCAP one. It's kind of
Oh,
just
that's a
blurry though.
yeah, that's a Spotify one. But then I'm gonna put the RIAA ones back there and the new Beatstars one. Um, but I gotta like either get a smaller head somehow or move
Huh.
my camera around. I don't know. We'll figure it out. So what's the track? If people want to check it out, what's the name of the track that you have on the Little Tjay album?
It's the intro.
Oh wow! So you have to hear that. If you listen to the album, you
Yeah.
got to hear the Othello record.
And hopefully everybody did. So like, I would assume so. So yeah.
Let's talk about that record. Take me through the process, just in terms of creating the beat. How did that beat come together?
I made that beat in 2019, and at that time, like, uh, that's when my YouTube first started to like take off. So I just remember I was just like making what people were fucking with, and that was like the soulful shit. So I posted that, and that beat is actually pretty popular. It still sells crazy to this day, and it's from 2019. And I guess when TJ went up on YouTube, it's on YouTube as a like a Jadakiss and Fab type beat. And at the time, I remember I did it because I was like, I don't think that many people are making these like beats. And so I was like, all right, I'm gonna just try it. And so yeah, maybe TJ's from New York, so he's probably searching up some New York shit or something, and he saw that and he heard it and he did it. And yeah, that's how he got the beat. So when the label hit me, he just had to like take that shit down off of Beatstars and the usual.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you because there's a lot to discuss with this track. I was gonna ask how Little Tjay ended up with that beat, but I'm assuming he just went on YouTube and found it.
Mm-hmm.
So that beat was up for a while on your YouTube, and so obviously, as you said, other people had used it in the past. There's this narrative out there that labels don't want to deal with beats that have been leased. I mean, the narrative always changes. At first, it's like labels don't want type beats, professional artists don't want type beats, big artists don't want to go on YouTube and search for type beats. Even KE on the track was running all those ads saying, you know why big artists, I produce for G-Eazy, he would never go on YouTube and search for type beats. But a lot of major artists are searching for type beats. Did that create any difficulties in terms of handling the business when you actually sold the track to the label? Did they question how many times it had been licensed before or anything like that?
Not for that one. Nah, it's happened for another one, but not for that one. For that one, it was actually pretty smooth. Like they didn't care. Like TJ doesn't care. TJ always goes to YouTube, and his label knows that. So yeah, they do that shit all the time. So they didn't care.
Okay, when did it happen? Can you talk about that?
It was in the winter when that came out. Like I think around like November. So yeah, when it came out and like that. I know me and TJ have shit in the tuck. I just wasn't expecting that beat. Like, so when I heard, it, I was like, "What was this one?" Like, I was thinking that it would be something like more melodic and like up tempo, but like, yeah, he used that one. So yeah, I was surprised by that. So then we went to New York for the party and shit, like, and it was all good vibes. Just seeing like, I remember them playing it at the party and just seeing like the energy. You know, like it was just a great experience from it. Just starting off as a YouTube beat to just end up where it ended up.
Yeah, what's dope is you would have never labeled that beat as a little TJ type beat.
Nah,
Probably,
never.
right? Yeah,
Never.
so there's another okay, people are being funny in the chat. There's another
Can I see the chat?
yeah, if you click on comments, you'll see people are just
Man.
referencing another one of those YouTube ads. It's funny. I feel like those types of beats, like the classic beats, are just everyone's favorite, no matter who you are. What was the deal? So that was a sample-based beat, right?
Yeah.
How did that affect your negotiations with the label?
I really just left that to my lawyer, to be honest. Like, he took care of it, and but when I saw the contract, like, they were like the splits they're solid, and I didn't mind because like it's still a W. So like, yeah, like to me it was like, fuck it, why not? You know.
But so you alluded to a time when a label did kind of question a beat sale because of it having been a YouTube beat available to the public. Can you talk about that?
Mm, I know what's funny is actually usually wait, they said RPD, huh? For real. But it's actually times the times that usually happens is with like independent artists on the come up. Like they're the ones that are usually like to be like on that. Like the other people buy the beat and shit. It's usually not like major labels will ask, but I feel like I get that trouble from independent artists more.
Okay, because there's a narrative going out there, obviously, again, don't sell type beats. Labels don't want type beats. Labels don't want beats that have been leased before, but you've definitely sold type beats and beats that have been leased to major label artists
Yeah,
many times.
I have. Yeah.
From Pop Smoke to Little TJ to who else?
Type beats, Meek,
Tory Lanez, right?
there's yeah, Lil Loaded, Polo G, uh, um, and a bunch of dudes on a come up that are like low key buzzing in like the UK. Like there's a lot of UK guys. I don't be like paying like attention to every single like all their names, but yeah, there's a bunch of UK guys, and like in different countries like Canada too, and they'll be popping. So and I'll check it, I'll find it. So yeah, it's a lot, yo. It's like every day, like I just get amazed at how much, like how bigger it is, and I think it is. Like,
So would you say the lines between the internet and industry have blurred quite a bit in your experience?
how I say they what?
Have the lines between the internet world and the music industry world blurred?
No, I think they work hand in hand. I feel like they're together. Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, just in your experience, because that's another one of those narratives that I think has shifted. You don't really hear too many people talk about it these days. Every now and then, you'll still hear someone say, these internet producers are never going to get big in the music business, and it's just kind of this tired thing because clearly we know better.
Yeah, nah. Music business definitely ran by the internet.
So you've been to LA. You recently took a trip. Is that your second trip this year?
Nah. So wait, this year that's like my third.
Third, okay.
Fourth, honestly. But yeah, every time I go there, the LA trips are. How do I start? the LA trips, they definitely elevate every time I go out there. Like they get better, and I learn something, and I meet more people. And that's the thing I love about it. You just don't know what to expect. Like it would be totally random stuff that would happen out there. Where I live right now, it's like it's a suburb. It's a suburban area. Like there's not that much going on. It's definitely nothing going on in the music industry. It's just like it's a small town right outside of PA. So when I'm in LA, it's just totally different vibes. It's about like hustling, like this music shit. So yeah, when I'm out there, it's like non-stop cooking up, like 3 a.m., like in studio, 5 a.m., like sometimes not even sleeping, like like you be like nodding off making beats and you're like, yo, bro, like get to it, like we're cooking up, like it's that type time, like it's that go time. So I love when I'm out there because like it just it like wakes me up to be like, yo, like you need to be a little more hungry because when I'm home, I'll chill out and take my time when cooking up and shit like that. But when out in LA, it's like, yo, like this is what you have to do, like. So yeah, I love going out there. I get a lot done every time.
Are you linking up with a lot of artists directly? How are you scheduling all these meetings when you hit LA?
Usually when I'm out in LA, I'm actually linking up with a lot more producers than artists. Like I'll chill with the same artists, and like I'll go link up with producers and come back and bring beats back for the artists. Like, cause I'm like, why? I'm not like trying to like dick ride every artist. Like I'd rather just kind of stick with like my circle and like just bring back like go out there and bring back like home like some songs. So usually with my boy Rocco and yeah, we'll usually stay together in the same house, and there's a studio in the basement, and we'll just be cooking up. And he'll usually stay, and I'll go out and like link with other producers, or producers will come there. So like I linked up with like Eli Brown. I went to Link Halfway like studio, like I saw all that. It was super dope. Like Wallace Lane, like they have the same studio now. Them and Split Mind, so I saw that whole foundation. It was really dope. Um, other producers, like a bunch, and then songwriters too. And then like they'll give me their Instagram, and I'll go on their Instagram and I'll see like, yo, like you wrote this, and it's just like, whoa, like nice to meet you type shit. Like this is cool. So yeah, I love being out there. I'm always just like I said, like you asked about the artists, like yeah, as of right now, it's just mainly been producers and songwriters and like managers or A&Rs. Not so much the artists. I'm hoping for next time though to get more artists.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is it easier to link with producers than it is with artists and with labels and writing
Yeah,
sessions and stuff? I'd assume so in LA because that other scene is impenetrable, damn near.
yeah, no, it is down there. It's hard to even fit in people's time, like coming out like from where I'm from and like just like randomly like hitting people up. Like I tried that and I was like, all right, this is not working. So like I might as well link with who I know and like once I'm with them, sometimes someone else comes to the studio and then I end up meeting them. So just like kind of sticking around the same circle and then like growing together. Like it just makes more sense than just be like bouncing around everywhere like lost. Like
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. So you recently tweeted that when you came back from LA the last time, you had 14 YouTube copyright claims waiting for you.
Yeah.
I can relate to that.
That shit
I don't even
sucks.
have to leave the state to get 14 YouTube claims. What do you usually do when people try to monetize your beats like that?
I just do what I usually do, like, and that's just to go on to Google and just claim it, like, cause like I'm not about to put in the effort to just contact you and all that. Like, you can just easily do that with YouTube. So yeah, I'll just disclaim it, and then it's usually good, and then it gets right back to normal.
What do you mean claim it? Like file a claim against them or go
I
through
mean, disputing and saying that it's my
okay.
original beat, and then you like sign off on it and send it back.
And you normally win those disputes. What happens
Yeah.
when you don't win? Because I'm the same way. Dispute normally I win it. Sometimes I
Oh, the
don't.
ones that don't win are the ones that like if a sample gets copyrighted, like by the sample owner, like by the copyright owner, that's when I usually lose. So I just stop even caring about disputing that. But the times I win is when somebody else, like a new artist, raps on my beat and it gets copyrighted. that's the ones I usually win because I'm like I am the original copyright owner of that, like you know. So yeah.
So a lot of producers, myself included, are frustrated with the YouTube algorithm these days. How has YouTube been going for you? It seems like things have been going all right.
The YouTube algorithm, to be honest, like I've been kind of slacking on YouTube just because like I've been out here like doing other stuff, like and I need to get back on. Like I'll get back on and then I'll slack for a little bit and then get back on. But I see, it's like when it comes to the Meek Mill type beats, like it usually goes well, and like certain keys, it usually goes well. It just sometimes like it won't, but like it's that's just how it is. Sometimes like a hit or miss. Like sometimes people like it, sometimes like people don't like it as much as like your other stuff. So um, and sometimes I'll try to like test things out. Like, is it the time of day that it depends, like if it's going to do well or not? And I noticed that it really doesn't depend on the time of the day. Like, cause I posted at like 10 p.m. one time after Twitch or 11 p.m. and like it still caught buzz as soon as I started, as soon as I posted it. So I feel like if the first 10 seconds of it are really is really good and it brings people in, people are going to listen to it. Like it's really those first like 10 seconds. I feel like, you know, I noticed that beats that start off slower to like get to the point almost like people don't like have the patience to really like wait. So yeah.
Yeah. So what have you changed in order to capture people's attention right away? What have you changed about your production process?
Well, I know like for me, like I like starting my beats off with like a crash. Like I just feel like that catches your attention. So like that I do that. And another thing I noticed too is when it comes to even getting clicks, like the beats that I feel like got not even I feel like the beats I've seen that got the most views on like the um the thumbnail is like full. Like you know what I mean? Like it's a full picture and it's a clear picture. Like the ones I get, even if it's a good beat, like if the thumbnail kind of sucks, like people aren't even gonna click on it in the first place. So like every time when I look at my most popular beats, like all of them have a clear picture with the artist like right in the middle. Like it's crazy, like how like they all have that same exact look, and it's like that's what just like people want to click on. Are you looking at it right now?
No, but I did look at. I do want to talk about thumbnails. So I looked at your YouTube uploads over the past year, and you've actually switched up your thumbnails. I would say about 3 times. You know, you had black
Yeah,
and white, then you had black and white small with
that's great.
a red hue, and then you went back because I know red was kind of your branding color, and then now
Yeah.
you're back to black and white, but it's like a full screen. So what did you learn from testing all of those different kinds of thumbnail formats?
I'm actually kind of geeked out that you peeped that because like I didn't even think anyone was like paying attention like that. But
Well, that's my job. So
yeah, true. I feel like well I just didn't like the red one. I was like I'm getting kind of tired of like making it red and like I don't know like I wasn't. It made me kind of not even like the way the beat sounded because like I'll look at it and I'm playing it and I'm like I don't even kind of like this. The first reason I did it is because one time I don't you know how to do black and white. So one time I found a picture that was black and white and it had a smudge of red in it, and I was like, "Ooh, this is fire!" So I was like, maybe I'll try it because I feel like red just brings out like you know like it stands out. So like they say with the Target shit. So yeah, I thought if I made the thumbnail red, it'll stand out a lot more. But I don't think it did that much of a difference. Well, let me see if it did.
yeah, speaking of colors, my HDMI cable is turning me all types of weird colors. Hold on.
People are so
You're checking yours out right now?
yeah, you know, everything is all good over here. I'm just looking at the chat though. What's up in the chat?
Damn, what my cable? I need to use this new cable. Am I still looking crazy right now?
Yeah, Someone in the chat said, "Who is this producer?" My name's Othello, bro.
All right, I'm still looking crazy, huh? This is embarrassing. Well, let's keep going then. So the Ace of Spade beat that you uploaded this week is already at 15,000 views. I think it's more now, and your channel as a whole is close to 50 million total views. So YouTube looks like it's doing well for you now. After changing so much stuff, testing so much stuff, what would you say is the most important factor for you in maintaining that level of engagement, at least just on the YouTube platform?
Wait, can you repeat that one more time? The last part.
What would you say is the most important factor in maintaining that level of engagement on YouTube?
Yeah, like I said, first of all, the quality of your beat and making sure it gets like, it don't gotta get straight to the point, but at least show that like it's gonna be fire, like in that first 5 to 10 seconds, and then also notice too, like the name on the beat and the picture gotta correlate in some form of way. Like you can't have a picture of Meek smiling and then the beat is called like Pain something. Like it makes no sense. Like I feel like people just see that and like they won't click on it because of that too. It's like really just like up like subconsciously, like people don't even think and they just do it. So yeah, like the beat name and the thumbnail need to make sense. Like they need to really correlate and match each other. So that's another thing that I peep that works more.
Have you found instances where you've done that, where you mismatched the mood with the thumbnail and it just didn't go well, regardless of how dope the beat was?
Yeah, here and there. A minute ago though, because once I peeped, I never did it again. So yeah, it happened a minute ago. Um, and sometimes like it'll catch up eventually, but it just takes longer to catch up. Like when you first upload it and everything matches good, and like people are fucking with it, then like it's gonna take off much quicker than if like these little pieces are missing and it takes time because more people have to like keep clicking on it.
Damn, my thing is acting crazy. Hold on just one brief second. I'm just gonna reload the window.
Okay, all right, cool. Now I'm controlling this bit. I'm about to fuck up the whole system. What's up? Do y'all have any questions that y'all want to ask? Wow, he's gone. Do you think having an animated video or a still pic is better for YouTube? Have you tried it before? Yo, I really want to do more videos. Actually, like I think videos would be cool to have. But pictures work though. People don't really care. Like if it sounds good, people are gonna listen. Like people listen to beats all the time, like in their car while driving, so they're not even watching it anyway. A lot of people just like put it on and be like cleaning or something like that. So it doesn't matter. And plus, the thumbnail can't move, so it's not like that's going to matter when it comes to them clicking on it. It's just about retaining it. But if it sounds good, they're going to be retained anyway. What if video? How about TikTok? Do you use to post beats? Nah, but I need to be on TikTok more. If a video performs worse in the first 24 hours than usual, then I mean, sometimes it might make it out of it. Like I've had beats do that all the time. Like not all the time, but sometimes where in the first 24 hours is in the red, like it's not getting as many views. But sometimes it just might take a second to catch up if it's like a different tag that I'm used to using. But like eventually people will like it though. If it's good, people are going to like it and it'll catch up.
Oh, I'm glad you're talking about that, because actually my next question had to do with your keywords. So you switched it up on YouTube. I mean, for a while you were pretty much exclusively focusing on targeting the Meek Mill and G Herbo type beat keywords. And now I've seen you're targeting different keywords, including Drake, Nipsey Hussle, soulful rap, freestyle type beat, Lil TJ, and Black, in addition to Meek Mill and G Herbo, which were your staple. How is that working for you, diversifying your keywords? What have you noticed?
Um, well, the reason I did it is just because like I don't feel like I'm running out of like meat beats, but like I definitely like don't like repeating the same thing over and over again. So I'm trying to grow it. Like I don't want my channel to just be stuck on like you just coming in for like Meek or like I don't know soul food like or like just whatever that one niche is. You know, I want it to be like not totally brand open, but like just to have a little more options. So yeah, I add more keywords and also too like I have a bunch of beats in the tuck that I don't post on YouTube because like a lot of times I don't go posting a while on YouTube because I'm like frustrated because like I'm like I don't know who I hear on these beats, but like they're fire. I don't know like what keyword to use because I don't want to put it up and to be a waste, you know, like
Hmm.
so I literally just keep it here. But so I felt like if I do something like soulful type beats, a little bit more like bland, you know, like I can
It's
kind of use it
broader.
for yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I can use it for more options rather than like you know specifically saying like just like Meek or something like that.
How did you find that particular keyword and decide that you wanted to try it out?
I just thought that's what makes sense for me. Like for me
Okay.
personally, like you have to go with what makes sense for you personally. Like if your 808s start hitting hard, like try just hard 808 beat. Like literally, people are gonna be typing that hard 808 beat. Like that sounds like people be like literally smoked on in the studio and be like hard 808 beat. Like it seems like it makes sense. So just whatever makes sense for you. Like I would say, and it's pretty broad. It'll make sense because it gives me more options of different type of beats to post on YouTube rather than just like it be unique, you know.
Did you research those keywords first and kind of look at how viable they were for your channel?
Um, I mean, I searched like I didn't research them on like any like websites. I just searched them up on YouTube and I saw what was popping up, and nothing really like seemed like it was like I saw a few channels, but nothing looked like it was super saturated. So I was like, why not? You know, as long as
Mhm.
it doesn't look like everybody's posting it, I don't see why it wouldn't work. You know, so
And it's working for you. Do you even check the rankings of your keywords when you experiment with the new ones, or you just kind of let it go and see what happens?
I'll check like maybe like a month or two later, like not right away. I feel like I gotta give it time, you know, to add up. But
Hmm.
nah, so I might actually check it after this, like, or I can check it like right now, like actually.
Yeah, I'd be curious to see how some of the newer ones are going in terms of or relative to how your other keywords work, because you're always ranking pretty much on the G Herbo and the Meek Mill type beats, right?
Yeah, it's like me and like a few other people, but for Meek, it says my competition is low for Meek Mill type beat 2021. Rick Ross type beat 2021 is very low. Nipsey Hussle type beat 2021 is very low. Free Meek Mill type beat is medium because people use that more like other other producers on YouTube. But it says the top search terms for my channel are Meek Mill type beat, Othello beats, Nipsey Hussle type beat, Rick Ross type beat, and Meek Mill instrumental.
Okay.
So Soulful type beat is not there, but I still feel like it's still there in a way. Maybe just not the top. Maybe it's like the sixth one. Like I don't know, but like I still feel like in some sort of way, like it is still helping.
Got it. So in terms of YouTube, actually, this is going to be the last YouTube question. What's your current upload schedule with YouTube? How many beats are you uploading to your YouTube channel a week? Which days? I know you said time of day doesn't matter, but what time of day do you generally schedule your uploads?
So right now I haven't really been too active on YouTube as I should be. But maybe like next week I might do like every day. Like I'll try to aim for it every day of that week and just go hard. And that's like I might take a break or two like the next following week or so. But yeah, and then the time, uh, I really don't have a specific time anymore. It's just like whenever I'm able to do it, like I'll do it, and then like it just works out regardless. But like I
Yeah.
would aim for like no later than 11 p.m. Eastern.
This is a good question, because this is something that a lot of producers and a lot of SEO experts would advise, that sticking to one or two keywords is the smart thing to do on YouTube. But I'm seeing some channels, um, go against that, and I think yours is one of them. And
Yeah,
when I see your new videos that are using different and more diverse keywords, the videos are still doing well.
yeah, they actually do. So I don't know who said that. Who said that? Like, where is that? Is that YouTube saying that?
No, just a lot of producers say it. A lot of SEO experts that I've interviewed and spoken to have suggested that. It's just kind of like conventional wisdom when it comes to social media. Um, anyway, and which is, hey, if that's not the case, cool, because I'm doing the same thing, and I feel like sometimes I'm messing up my algorithm, but who knows? Anyway, here's a question that I wanted to ask. I wasn't going to. I'm glad that they asked. Are you still using YouTube ads? Because that was a major part of your marketing strategy the last time we spoke.
I'll go like weeks with them on, then I'll turn them off for weeks just to see like, and like they're expensive, like so, but they're good for tax write off. So I'll do them like for a majority of the year, but then I'll turn them. I'll say like out of the 12 year, I mean 12 month, like a whole year. I'll say they're probably on for like 7 months, 8 months, and then for the other four, they're off. So I'll say like every 2 months I turn them off, or every 3 months I turn them off.
Have you changed your YouTube ad strategy at all, or are you still targeting keywords with
Yeah,
the?
I actually changed it. I changed it up, and I feel like it's a little more efficient than what it used to be. So I need to do a part two video, like, eventually, of what I do now, because I feel like it's definitely more efficient than what I was doing before.
Yeah, what's your new strategy in a nutshell? How did you change it up?
Uh, in a nutshell, like there's just other settings that I didn't know about that I know now that I didn't know before, and like yeah, like it actually makes a difference. Like these little things like actually make a difference. So yeah, I actually want to like plan a date because I definitely want to go into depth about it. But yeah, like a little additional settings, like all those little things matter. Like the time of the day, running the ad, like everything matters.
Okay, so you're actually optimizing your ads to only run at certain times of the day.
Yeah, that as well. It's more than just that, but yeah, that's one of the things.
What did you learn about time of day for ads? What's the time window that's the most effective?
Well, what I did was I just went to my personal channel and saw what time people were searching that's like that time of the beat, and then I just use that same time for the ads. Like it's just like I feel like that's just like the common sense thing to do. Like it just makes sense.
Yeah, that's smart. It does seem like common sense, but I didn't even think of it anyway. So I this year posted my collab splits for the year. I was proud of it. It was around $14,000 last month when I posted it, and then you post yours, it was around $25,000. So Tjay, Othello. But how do you normally collaborate?
Yeah. The reason that it's up a lot more is because like I've been way more open to collabing this year than I ever was before. Like, so I can get more work done by having people send me shit, and then like I just chop it up. So yeah, like that's the reason that number's up because I've just been like reaching out to more guys and having my DMs be a lot more open. Um, so yeah, But there's a few amount of guys. I get my my emails are open to everybody. Like I'll literally give anybody my email. However, there's a certain type of texture and sound that I go for, and like to me, like I don't care like how like who you produce for all that shit. Like if it's fire, like I'll go with it. You know, I'll run it. But people try to comment me sometimes. They're like, "Yo, I produced this," like, and I guess they think that like I'll care enough to like, you know, and I guess that's cool. Like it's cool to know that you did that. Like that's cool. But like there'll be guys that have no placements that are in the tuck and that have the fire, the sauce. You know, sometimes. So just be like open, and that's what I've been. I've been open, and yeah. I feel like I really like helping pin produce I mean money in other producers' pockets, like anybody's pockets, like my cousins, like my friends, like. But doing it for producers just like extra special because that's what I do. So like, why not focus on those type of people, you know? And yeah, I really love doing it. Like it feels great. Like and producers tell me all the time, like they're like, yo, like in their like first like $100 or so for a beat or something like that, just from like a collab. Like it's like beautiful to me. So yeah,
So I'm sure you get loops sent to you all the time now that you've opened up your DMs and given out your email. I do too, and sometimes they're in weird formats or they contain samples when they're not supposed to, or they don't really communicate their terms or their expectations. For you, when people send you loops, what should they include with the loop or with the sample?
um, I mean, you should include like good. Well, first of all, when it comes to sample, like your sample should be like it should have like some good texture and get some like great quality sounds to it, and not sound like cheap and like when people listen to my shit, like I feel like you should listen to a producer's like sound before you just send them stuff. Like, I feel like a lot of these young loop guys, like it's kind of annoying to be honest, because it's definitely not how it was before. Like with the culture and shit, like just like randomly sending your shit out, like it's kind of annoying because it's like you send me stuff and like yeah, like send me wavy stuff too that's kind of different. But like, bro, like you should know like if I have like a certain type of sound or a certain type of what I stick to. At least like try to aim some towards that, rather than just sending whatever. Because it like then next time I see your name, my email, I'm just gonna assume that it's like whatever again. Like it's like you didn't even like attempt to like make me happy. So I feel like that's the first thing that you should do. Like first of all, just to try to like not study your sound, but like just like at least like hear at least one or two songs and try to get an idea, where to aim for. I feel that's smarter than just like randomly sending shit. I forget what your question was, but did I answer it in a way?
Yeah. Uh, so let's talk about collab some more. So it looks like you did like a $50 collab special for Twitch streams. Am I getting it right? You'll
Yeah,
work on the collabs live on your Twitch channel.
yeah, I will. And I was just doing it for that day, but I feel like I can kind of just leave that open for anyone. And the reason I'm even like charging is because like it's like, bro, like I already kind of got my guys that I fuck with, and I'm still open to other people. But it's just that like I don't know, it's like kind of priority kind of thing. Like, bro, you want me to get to it like now and do it? Then like, all right, cool. And that's why like I'm charging. It's not even like I will put it on my Beatstars because like I have to like it, put it on my Beatstars. Like it's not like you can just give me money and say throw this on your store. Like no, that's gonna fuck up my brand. It's not worth it for money for me. So like yeah, I feel like. But once you send it and it's fire, like of course I'm gonna be open to it. I'll put it on there gracefully, we do splits evenly, and call it a day. But yeah, like just try to aim for what I like, and would you think that I would like, rather than just sending random. It's definitely my advice.
So let's talk about your live streams. That's something new for you this year. How did the Twitch partnership come about?
Um, well, long story short, when I went to LA, actually, the last time I went to LA, I was in studio and somehow the conversation brought up how I wanted a manager to start helping with like what I'm doing. So I came across this girl, and she works at Hallwood, and like they have like this whole system going on where they're getting their like guys like these like just different opportunities. And for me, like the opportunity came out for Twitch. So when they asked me, I was like, that sounds like a great idea. It's actually something I would love to do. So said yes, and we did the deal, my lawyer and everything. And yeah, so now Twitch is like a part time job for me now, and I really like it actually. So I really see it going somewhere like super crazy. I really see it going like huge. Um, I've been checking out a lot of other producers' Twitches, and like it just be like boring to me. Like I'm not even gonna lie, like it's all the same shit. Like they're just cooking up, and like sometimes you learn something, but like me personally, like I don't learn just like sitting there watching you cook up, like without you being some sort of way like entertaining or like speaking and saying what you're doing or like like so. I definitely want to take my Twitch stream to like that level. Like I feel like people just see me as a YouTube Beatstars guy. Like I don't want people to just put a name on me. I just want them like just to do whatever and be prosperous with it.
Yeah. So what kind of approach are you taking to your Twitch streams so that they're more exciting and different?
Well, I just honestly just be me and just be like open, having conversations with anybody that's in the chat. Like, uh, right now it's definitely a lot more intimate because like I have a small following. Like, right now I have like 173 followers on there, so it's still pretty small. So like I'm able to like see all the comments and talk to everyone. But like I know eventually it's not going to be that way. Like it's going to be like super busy and it's just going to be like a whole different type of atmosphere. But as of right now, like I'm asking literally all the type of questions, personal, non-personal, music related, whatever. Um, and I'm doing it like all for free too. Like, and we just like in there vibing, and like I'll be just here like cooking up too while talking to them. Like sometimes they want to hear unreleased shit. Like it's pretty cool. So I want to take it to. I'm gonna be more consistent with it. I am being consistent with it. I've been doing it pretty much every day, and yeah, I wanted to grow a lot more.
So for producers watching this who want to get into streaming, what kind of technology did you need in order to start making beats live on Twitch with good audio quality and all that?
I just really have. I mean, I have my mic, but this mic is like crazy. Like you don't need this. Like you can just grab like I don't know like a basic mic, I guess. Like, but it's for me. This is what I have. So this is what I know. Like what's like good for me. Like, and I have my laptop. I have my interface, and I have my monitors. You need headphones. I know that for sure. And you need just a standard mic. So and I use Streamlabs. I'm still pretty new to it. Like every time I go on there, I'm learning more because I'm not really into that whole scene. But like I'm slowly getting my way around and understanding it. Like how do you watch Twitch? I mean, how to all the cool things you can do about Twitch and all that. Like every time I'm eating, I was just like watch a quick little YouTube video, just kind of how to grow it and just learning it. Streamlabs, editing videos, just all that. So yeah, I'm pretty new to it, bro. So yeah.
So switching gears, you posted back in May that beat sales dropped, and then you tweeted last month that you can't wait till it's cold as fuck and everyone in the crib is back to buying beats. A lot of us are having private conversations about a sales drop over the summer. What happened and why do you think it happened?
Uh, I mean, I feel like everyone's just like traveling and like living their best life in the summer, going to parties, spending their money on girls and shit like that. So I don't feel like guys were really like buying beats in the summer as much as the winter. But now it's slowly getting winter again, so it's probably that season, boys. Like time to run up a check.
All right, speaking of checks, then there's a video of you on Instagram going to the bank to deposit 2 performance royalty checks from BMI.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that. How was that money mostly generated? Was it mostly streams, or was it radio and TV, or a combination of everything?
Um, That's such a question. I did check. I feel like a lot of it was from depends what songs too. I know the Pop Smoke one was definitely from streaming, and yeah, uh, that's a good question. I'm not too sure, but
Okay,
I'm assuming a lot of it's from streaming though.
got it. All right.
Right.
So you recently did well. Actually, I don't know how recent it was. You're not in a co-publishing deal, but you are in a publishing admin deal, right?
hmm
When did you sign that deal?
Um, like a month and a half ago, maybe 2 months now.
What company is it through?
Sometime in summer. So actually, like maybe 3 months. Beatstars Sony.
Okay, it's the Beatstar Sony deal. So have you gotten a chance? Is it too early to talk about in terms of them collecting on your behalf? Have they successfully completed? Because I know
Oh.
all that stuff it's different. I know with BeatStars Sony they pay more frequently than traditional
hmm
performance royalties and so forth. So has that already started for you?
I'm pretty slow with that, like registering songs. Like, I've been terrible with registering songs, just in general. Like,
Okay, so
so
this is your fault.
yeah. So, but they've been helping me though. So, they scanned some songs, but then like sometimes I see them, and I'm like, bro, like, not really about to make money off of this song. Like, like I'm just being realistic. So I'm like, I sometimes feel like it's not even like worth like the energy it takes to like go through and find all these. Because I feel like the only ones you're really making bread from are the ones that are like people are really streaming it and this artist is performing and it's really getting played like out there like on the radio or something like that. But like otherwise it's like what is it really generating? But sometimes you never know too, so like they just say register. So
Yeah, but you probably have quite a few records out there that you could collect on, probably 1,000, right?
yeah, it's a bunch too. Like sometimes they're all from the same beat. Like the 2020 Vision beat, like it was crazy. Like I'm just scrolling like how many people registered, and I'm like, goodness gracious, like, am I even eating off of this? Like who is? Because like this shit's crazy. So yeah.
Yeah, so I guess I'll follow up with you in maybe half a year or something just to see how that pans out because you might be surprised when the first payment comes in. I want to talk about a couple tweets that you posted. One reads, "Producers are beefing more than rappers these days." Do you think there's an
Forgot about
increase
that.
in conflict in the producer community and why?
Yeah, low key. I think at that time, like somebody had just got like something just happened, But no, there's definitely beef. Like I think at that time, like it was one of those like stolen placements or something like that. But yeah, like stolen placements is annoying. Like it's happened to me. And like honestly, like bro, like I don't really pay attention to like put my energy towards things that like are just gonna like bring me down. Like when people like steal like a beat or whatever like that, like I'll tell my lawyer something real quick, and like if he thinks like we should go into it, like we will. Like, but if not, like it is what it is. Like even there's just been like cases where it sounds too similar, and they're like, yeah, like it's not like stolen or whatever like that. And I'm just like, whatever, man. Like I just continue to move on, just keep working, because like I'm not like about to just. It's not like I'm like 70 years old and I'm broke and I'm just trying to find every penny. So I'm trying to like go after everyone. So I just continue to keep working because I don't want like moving around the industry with like bad blood and shit.
So what was it? You just found some records that sounded similar to yours, used the same samples in the same ways.
Yeah, a lot of time I don't even find it, bro. People find it and like they'll go on YouTube and comment under the beat that they think it is. Like, yo, go check this out. And then I'll check it out and it's
Mm.
not my beat, but it sounds almost exactly like it. Or people DMing me and they're like, like when an album dropped and it's a song on there, just that one track 7 or something like that, sounded just like this one YouTube beat. Like there'll be like at least like 10 to 20 people that will notice it. Like at least that will hit me up and say they notice it. And like when people notice that, like that's just like different because it's like I didn't even notice that. Like how does someone pay attention that much to like know that beat? You know? So I'm just like there has to be something fishy there when other people are even noticing it. But yeah, like it happens. And yeah, it'll be like the same sample, and it'll be chopped up the same way, same tempo, and like basically same drum pattern. Just like the drums might be a little bit different. You know, it'll be that type of thing. But like, it is what it is. Like,
Yeah, that's happening to me now actually, but I don't want to speak on it. And it wasn't even a sample; it was an original beat that I made.
dang, yo.
Um,
Well,
and
that
it,
one at least you
it was
can
big.
fight better too. Oh, for real.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah, because it's hard. Because theoretically, if we sample the same thing, or if we use the same sample pack or splice sound or whatever, it's way more difficult to, damn near impossible, I would imagine, because the musicologist isn't looking at the drum pattern; they're looking at the melody. And if you didn't actually create the melody yourself, then that claim kind of goes out the window. So that's frustrating. I want to talk about another tweet that you posted, which is getting a placement with an artist and still commenting check DM under their post is the story of my life, bro.
That ass, yo.
That's a
Every
sad
day.
tweet. Can we talk
Nah,
about
but it's
that?
real shit. It's real shit. I was laughing when I tweeted, but nah, it's real shit. Because I mean, like whenever I got like, I'm still pretty new to all this, so I kind of assume like, yo, if I got a song with this guy, like not that we can be friends, but I'm pretty sure like he will give me the opportunity to be a little closer to the team or whatever it is, so I can have easier access to work again, you know, and shit. But like a lot of times, bro, like it's just like you just get the song done, you just move on to more like things in life. So um yeah, so but that's why I actually want to get in studio more next time in LA and meet people that I want to come up. That way I'm building relationships rather than like, trying to like become the team of some artist that's already established. It makes no sense to me actually. I'd rather just grow with someone. So yep.
Yeah, that's frustrating. That's really frustrating.
Yeah, I'm not trying to come at them like a fan either. It's like, yo,
Yeah.
we work together. You know what I'm saying? You're on my beat.
Yeah, you're trying to reestablish the connection or create a deeper connection. And then at that point, it's like, how do you reach that person? Because they might have gotten your beat off of YouTube, but they didn't contact you. Their label did. And the label is damn sure not going to say, oh, yeah, here's his email or here's their phone number. So what do you do, right? Anyway, last time we spoke, we discussed some of your high sales months, including a month where you made over $40,000 off of Beatstars sales. What are some investments you've made with that money? Because I know that you're not just letting it sit.
Yeah, nah. Um, bro, it's a few, man. Like, I've been getting into slowly more and more. Um, One of them though is I bought a house with like my old coworkers at my old job when I was working, and her husband's like a construction worker, so they've been fixing it up, and we're about to sell it again, and then flip it, and then take our profit from that. So that's one thing. Um, I feel like just buying more ads like it's an investment. So like I'll do that. Um, and like new equipment, like obviously of course, and then traveling is like one of my favorite investments because like I'm experiencing like in this like life, you know what I'm saying, and it's a tax write off when you do it the right way. So it's like all wins right there, and you get to meet more people. So that's one of my favorite ways to invest. Um, uh, I mean, I don't know, like I guess I can call this chain an investment. Like I just got it for my birthday, and um because like I just, I mean, I think it's a good like like I just got it because I felt like it was like a good look for like for me, and I fuck with it. So I feel like it's a solid investment as well because like people like that shit. So just that, and let me see if any other big ones. And like I do Robin Hood shit. I'm still kind of like a beginner, so like I lose bread actually like sometimes, but yeah, I've been getting into just like understanding like different ways to make bread outside of music because I don't want to just depend on music. Like, that's scary to do that. I wouldn't advise that.
So another tweet on the subject of money that you posted read, "Making hits and selling millions of records is one of my minor goals. I bring more value than that." What are some of your larger goals?
Um, well, I'm originally my background's African, so um, I want to eventually go back to Africa and do some work there. Like, and I feel like my niche is always going to be through music, and like I really love kids. Like I've always been good with kids, so I feel like just a school with music is just going to like bring a lot more opportunities back there because there's not that many like there's not that many schools back there for music. So doing that and then just like taking that money and just like being like generous and just like like just like taking care of people and just providing opportunities. Like I feel like that's one of my biggest purposes right there because I actually love doing that. And yeah, so that's definitely like one of my I feel like what's like some of my higher purposes rather than just making like music for people to like listen to. Like
What part of Africa specifically?
West Africa, Liberia. That's where my
Okay.
parents are from. So yeah,
Okay, so
they
you're first generation.
yeah, I am. I
Um,
was born here.
what's your advice to producers then when it comes to adding value just beyond beats to follow up on that tweet?
Yeah, bro, like there's life outside of music. Like I get it because bro, music is like a huge part of my life too. But it's like, bro, like there's still life outside of music. Like that's just like your job. Like that's someone good. Like you know what I'm saying. So like when you bring value to people outside of just music and you're working with them with music, bro, that just makes you more valuable. It makes sense. Like whether that means like yo, like when you're like, let's say you're in the studio, like and like you order food, you know what I'm saying? You pay for everybody, like you just order food for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Just being generous sometimes, like I'm not saying you have to give away money because like you don't like just like you listening sometimes to their problem or something like that. Just like being solid, just being solid, 100. Just like your intentions are pure, just being like that, like it goes a long way. Beyond just like beats, like I feel like producers need to get that shit because I feel like a lot of these young guys are just so amped up, like beats, 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 beats. Like, where can I send these beats? Like, they're not even
Mm.
being a real human being at the end of the day. Like what else can you provide? Like, everyone makes beats, bro. But like, what are you like? What makes you different? Like, so like, yeah. Once you start thinking outside the box and think more like a human than a freaking like beat maker, then you be straight. Like, people are gonna be more attracted to you.
We got Bufo in the chat saying that you got a Bentley or a Lamborghini when you were in Cali and apparently it was orange.
Yeah, that was funny. Like I originally I was in a Jeep, nice humble Jeep. I liked the Jeep, but then freaking homeless people broke into the Jeep. So then when that happened, I was like, I'm in LA for 1 or 2 more days, bro. Like I'm not leaving on a sad note. I'm going hard. So like when I got the bent because I just wanted to see what it was like. It was like motivational, just being in there because like I don't drive a nice like I drive a solid car, but it's not like that. So I just wanted to see what it was like, and yeah, it was pretty dope. Definitely would recommend if you go out in LA, man, and you're working hard, like just 1 or 2 days, like just to get a little experience, like it would definitely give you motivation.
So it was kind of like a law of attraction kind of thing.
Yeah, I'm like, yo, like might as well just like ride it. Like it didn't have that many options. Um, Cars. I actually want to get another car, but I thought I saw that car too, and I was like, like I'll try. I'll see what it's like. So yeah, I actually prefer a black one, but they only had orange, so I took it. And yeah, it was pretty dope.
I mean, you're getting that Bufo, remember that because it was orange.
Yeah,
All
right.
right, we're actually like a minute over time, so I know I promise you we'd only do an hour. Uh, quickly mention your social media so people can reach out to you and follow you and check out your music if they want to.
Yeah, bro. Like I'm on YouTube as Othello Beats. You guys know that. And IG is Othello Beats. Twitter is Othello Beats. Snapchat, it's Othello 25 on Snapchat. It's like a little more personal, but like if you want to like dig in a little more into my personal life and what I be doing like on the weekends and shit, like it's actually like kind of funny sometimes. Like add me on Snap to Othello 25, and like my new thing now is Twitch. Like Othello Beats on Twitch. Like that's where like we can like vibe on like music and like real life, and like it's a cool like atmosphere. Like you send shit, like it's cool. So yeah, definitely holler at me on Twitch as well. Othello
Well, once
Beats.
again, man, I appreciate you coming back a second time. Much continued success to you. Hopefully you get it in black next time, not orange. And
For real though, yeah.
hope to check in with you again soon. Appreciate it. Shout out to
Yes,
everyone in the
sir.
chat. I'll be back same time, same place next week. Dame's here Monday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Every Monday and every Thursday, Music Entrepreneur Club via Beatstars is on right here for free, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I shouldn't even say Dame because we got Erin Knight as well. So she's the new member of MEC. So you'll see her on Mondays as well. So appreciate you tuning in. Othello Beats, appreciate you. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your wisdom.
Of course,
Thank you for the
brother.
gems.
Later, my guys.
All right, peace, everyone.